Morning, guys. So I am live on YouTube right now. Um, I think. Right. Yes. Okay, perfect. This is where we are. Wanted to try and go live on Instagram, but yeah, couldn't actually work out how to do it. Morning, guys on TikTok. How are you guys? Thank you so much for the gift. It's a nice thing. So many videos of you. Oh my god, Ghost. Yeah. So I'm so sorry, honestly. If anyone is getting messages from fake accounts, like I literally only have one TikTok trading account, which is Doey Trades, but I know they obviously mimic everything, which is really, really annoying. But like the main thing is I don't message people first unless, I've come on a live and I've literally said I'm gonna message you. Um, like don't listen to it in like comments or anything like that. It's really, really frustrating. Um, but yeah, I've got my charts up on YouTube. So if anyone is here on YouTube, I think comments and stuff will just show as oh no, that's not what I want to do. Right, let's lock that. Yeah, I think it will just show up on the screen. Um, oh no, it's all being echoey. Let me know, guys, on YouTube if my sound is echoey. I really can't remember how to do this. It's so annoying. Audio. Oh, thank you so, so much for the gifts, guys, on YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry, TikTok. Lovely stuff. How much could you make with 1,000? So, the trading industry is very, very toxic because everyone is so focused on money. Where the thing with trading is you kind of start because of money, but you don't stay because of money. It's when you're so focused on like, I've got £1,000, how much can I make? This is where, you end up just gambling. I think I heard something actually in trade, someone was saying like trading attracts people who really shouldn't trade. Like it's not that fun. It's pretty boring. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at in gold right now. So if you guys are serious on TikTok, just come over to YouTube. My YouTube is just Doey Trades. I'm live there now, and you'll be able to see my charts. But yeah, you won't be able to see it on. You won't be able to see it on TikTok. Okay, so I'm literally gonna walk you guys through the basics of my strategy and just what I'm looking for. Morning, Danny. Morning, Barry. Hope you guys are good. Didn't manage to get on yesterday. I wanted to do a bit of a catch up yesterday. I might be able to. I didn't actually take any trades yesterday, but gold this week it's really playing. But it is just red folder central. It's the end of the month, so I am always very, very careful on this week because of the history stuff. I like to journal on, my trades and how I get on. And the last week of the month has always been quite a bad month. No, bad week for me. Um, what do you mean, Borab? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Nazim, yes, I'm funded. So I'm actually on my funded account on YouTube right now. It's it's my futures account, so that's fully funded. It's a 100k account. To be honest, I haven't been doing too well with it because I've been focusing on my trying to pass my other funded accounts because my whole goal with the funded accounts are that I'm going to build up my stack of funded accounts so then I can eventually get a million in funding. Like that's my goal. So I with futures, I'm with Alpha Futures, but with my Forex accounts, I am with Think Capital. And I've literally just started new challenges with Think Capital for 250Ks. And I'm going to be just trading pretty much as live as I can. And if I can't do it live, then I'm going to do recaps as much as I can on the trades that I've taken. And this is purely to basically hold myself accountable. Yes, I've had payouts from Alpha. They're so quick. Like I've never had issues. M1 trading. Okay, so explain the strategy within 1 to 2 sentences. It's really simple. I literally trade trendline breakouts or support and resistant breakouts. Before I was a scalper, but I'm trying to move over from scalping to intraday trading and swing trading, and I'm basically keeping the same concepts. I'm literally just trying to not be looking at the lower time frames, literally just staying on the higher time frames. But thank you so much, guys. I can see that you've I've had a few follows there on TikTok. If you guys want to see the actual charts, I've got my funded account up now. And if anything comes up, we'll take the trade live. But yeah, I want to talk you guys through what I'm looking at. What do you trade off? Okay, so I'm going to go through this now. If you guys can double tap the live stream for me, that would be amazing. I'm kind of back again after a few weeks off this week, and it's been fun being back, but my views and everything are down, so would really appreciate it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start on the daily time frame, and we're going to mark up our trend lines. And obviously, so if you guys are new here, by the way, I predominantly trade gold. I don't really feel like I've needed to trade anything else because gold has always given me, gold has always given me what I need. M1 trading, I'm live on YouTube now, so that's where you'll see my charts. TikTok has banned me so many times, I can't even tell you how many times I've been banned from showing my charts. Just to warn you guys as well, there's loads of fake accounts, there's loads of fraud, like people trying to just fraud people and scam people, which is why I think it's such a, what do you call it? Like it's such a, TikTok likes to ban when they see Forex traders basically. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. But yeah, so we're looking at the daily time frame right now, and I'm just marking on all of my trend lines. So I always start off with looking at the trends, the overall trend. So right now we've got really, the original trend line. Gold has not come back down to that since 2023. M1 trading, yes, I was on their YouTube channel. I did a interview with them, and I just worked with them before. Oh my god, I'm just spilling this everywhere. But yeah, that is me in the interview. Okay, so let's continue. We've got these daily trends, but like I said, gold just got steeper and steeper. So I'm just gonna keep going, creating these steeper trend lines until, I'm happy with where we're at. Hi, I'm in. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Opinion on EA. Marina. Are you talking about like bots? Because if you are, I don't trade using bots. That make me very nervous. Especially, I think when you're trading something like gold, gold is very heavily moved by fundamentals. So unless it can understand fundamentals, then yeah, not sure about that. No. So when it comes to my strategy, I understand liquidity. I never really take into consideration order blocks and things like that. But the thing is, I probably do, but I may describe it in a different way. Like some people I find are a lot more technical when it comes to trading. Like I'm in a group with some other traders who are really, really good traders, and they're just a lot more technical than me. So sometimes we can find exactly the same setups, but we've explained it and seen it in a completely different way. I'm very visual. I like patterns. I like trend lines. I like candlesticks, where some people like, order blocks, FEGs, understanding, internal, external, and structures and things like, it just sounds a lot more technical. It sounds a lot more, like a trader. But for me personally, as long as the outcome is the same, like I just couldn't get my head around those concepts. So this is why I trade the way that I do. So I'm on the daily time frame right now, and I've marked up my trend lines. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 trend lines. Like gold has literally been creating these steeper and steeper trend lines. And the thing with gold is, these gaps between these trend lines are huge. So this is why you could still use this as a downplay as well. What would you say if I sent you an EA that trade gold? The thing is, people say this to me all the time about their EAs having like a 90% win rate and stuff like that. And I mean, you can send it to me for me to test. I'm more than happy to test it out, but I personally have just never found a bot that can do stuff like that. And it might work for like a month and then it just crashes. And that's just my personal opinion. But again, it's not like I've tried loads of bots. I've literally tried one bot. No, 2 bots, sorry, supposedly. I feel like the first bot wasn't even a bot. It was just him and it was connected to like a copy account. I'm not sure, but yeah, it just never really really goes to plan. But yeah, thank you so much for the follows, guys. Payout for payout? What do you mean? But yeah, okay. So now we've looked at this daily, the daily trend lines. I always like to try, if we can, to create a counter trend line as well. So what I mean by that is just an opposing trend line. So that's on this side here. So we've got one. For me, a trend line is at least 2 touch points. Nazim. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. You wouldn't have to sell it, to be honest, if it worked, in my opinion. Nero FX, I don't know, to be honest. I think it just depends why some are and some aren't. But I've been banned nearly 5 times, and my account says if I get banned one more time, like it's a permanent ban. So I'm like, I'm just not going to risk it now. I like going live on YouTube. I'm trying to build up a YouTube community because, as well, as much as I love you guys on TikTok, obviously I get people that aren't really that serious. Whereas I feel like if you guys are coming over to YouTube, you're a lot more serious. Oh, Thailand, my favorite country in the world. I would love to live in Thailand. I'm half Thai. Just checking to see if we got any comments on YouTube. We haven't at the moment. But yeah, guys, if you want to come over from TikTok, it's literally just Doey Trades. If you subscribe, you'll be able to, it will notify you when I go live, sorry. But yeah, I think this is my first week back streaming. I'm gonna start doing regular giveaways over on YouTube. So definitely come over. I'll start giving away free like challenges for you guys. Marinan, just drop me a message. Okay, so let's keep talking about trading, guys. A daily time frame. I've got all my trend lines up here. Now we're just gonna work our way down. So basically, I've started taking my trades based off like the 4-hour and the the 1 hour. So this is what's been happening on the 4 hour. We had a bit of a break of the upwards trend line here, as you guys can see. So on the 4 hour, the last structural point was here. So let me just mark this up for you. The thing is, even though this strategy is very, very simple, it is, there's still a lot of concepts that you need to understand, basically. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about them, but it's a lot. You look like serious. What do you mean, artist? I look too serious? Thank you so much for the follows, guys. I really appreciate you. But yes, so this was the last structure point on gold on the 4 hour. So what I mean by structure point is this was the last previous low, and we were, creating these higher highs, higher lows. As you can see, we're literally breaking structure. And then this here, we actually get a closure outside of the trend line. So we get a break of the trend line. Thank you, Diego, Quincy. There's always someone. There is always someone. But yeah, Rambo, I'll reply to that comment in a minute. I don't know why that has hidden it, and it's not hidden other ones. What are you reading there? So guys, I am looking at my chart on YouTube. So if you guys want to see like the full charts and to see like what I'm looking at, then just come over to YouTube. It's just Doey Trades. I'm going to start doing live giveaways on YouTube as well, once we kind of build up the community a little bit on YouTube. And I just want to kind of get back into everything. I kind of like stopped because of all the like negative comments, but you know what? I was like, I'm actually not going to let random people affect me. But yeah, that this is exactly why I kind of stopped in the first place, because I find that social media is kind of full of really, really toxic people. But that's why I really want to build up the community over on YouTube. I mean, you're definitely not sorry, but that's fine. You're just a very irrelevant little person to me, so it's fine. We move. Yeah, there's absolutely no way you're sorry. But yeah, there's a 4 hour break anyway on this upwards trend. And like I said, this was a structure point for me that it broke. So that's like two confirmations that we could now be moving down. I know on the lower time frames we are kind of moving up, but it's been playing around. And like I said, we've got a lot of noise that will be happening this week. So I mean, Diego, you're just as bad. I don't know why you're trying to I don't know why you're trying to oh god, you guys are literally hilarious. It is so funny. It's so funny because if I ever saw you in the street, I guarantee you just wouldn't say a single thing to me. And there's always one person that comes on here and tells me to full port NFP. You guys are crazy. This is why I need some serious people coming over to YouTube. Like I'm gonna start doing live weekly giveaways for funded accounts, but not funded accounts, funded challenges, so that you don't have to pay for them. Just come over to YouTube. We're gonna build up the community over there so that we can have a real conversation and talk about trading. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, so like I said, guys, we had this break of this 4 hour trend, and then break of structure here. We've had a big retest. I don't know, was this maybe news yesterday? I'm not really too sure. Just checking now. So all you trade is trend lines, right? So I trade trend lines. Oh, yeah, so I trade trend lines and support and resistant breakouts basically. I just trade very, very simple price action. Like I know for some people, like they just think that's way too simple and it doesn't work. But to be honest, that works for me and that's all that matters. So that's what I'm kind of showing you guys here on YouTube, just what I'm looking at right now in gold. And we're just breaking down my analysis and yeah. Okay, so we've had this break here. And we're kind of, we broke back in, but we kind of broke straight back out. If you were to trade subjectively right now, we would be in a sell and we would be in quite a bit of profit. But at the same time, because of that big spike, that big manipulation, like your safety line is here. So, the fact that it is kind of broken the safety line and we're slowly moving back up, then yeah, we're literally could be potentially experiencing a bit of a fake out to the downside there. Full-time trader. So recently I've literally just stopped my other business and I've gone pretty much full-time with trading. Yeah, we all have our preferences. Like there's no right or wrong, like what people want to trade. Like some people literally trade currencies and I don't see them getting hate. I just personally like to trade gold. I do like to trade NQ every so often. What is at trade, bro? What? Good morning, James. Thank you so much for the follows. Rambo, you did a comment and I actually didn't manage to get round to answering the question about what my daily routine is. So I have another business and recently I actually just shut this down last week and now I just pretty much full-time trade, but I'm a mum as well. So my little one, she's just about to turn 1 year old, like next week. So I have to show your chart on new gold. M1 and people, my charts are showing on YouTube. Let me just double check that it says I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. So everything is up on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to see what I'm looking at, then just go over to YouTube. But yeah, so right now for me, there's just no real position for gold. Let's have a look at the 1 hour and see what's happening on the 1 hour, because like I said, we broke the safety line yesterday. We broke the safety line yesterday. We had a buy position. So if I show you this buy position, again, I'm actually learning to trade very subjectively, and I'm going to start really collecting real data on this strategy. So then I'm purely just trading based on data and not emotion. What's your take profit and your risk? Okay, so M1, when you trade trend lines, it can your risk to reward changes all the time, because your safety line or your stop loss, for example, goes on the other side of a counter trend or the trend line. So depending, where price is, depends on how big the stop loss is. And then you stay in that trade until the trend is broken. So, you could get like a 2 touch point trend breaks. So it's going to be a lot smaller, like 1 to 2, 1 to 3. But potentially these trend line trades, you're staying in the trade until the trend line is broken. And we get like 3, 4, 5, 6 touch points in a trend line sometimes. So with your strategy, yes. So I would trail my stop. And by the way, guys, I'm not here to say that I'm a swing trader. I'd love to be a swing trader, but I really, really struggle to hold positions because I started off as a scalper. So it's been really, really tough to go from swing trading to scalping. Okay, so like I said, guys, yesterday our buy position was here, back on the back of the trend line. We then have this counter trend line like this, and this is what I mean. But when everyone's asking me like, what's your stops and everything, you want your stop loss on the other side of this counter trend line that it started to create. So right now we're still moving upwards. If we break this counter trend line, then obviously we're looking for a sell position. But yeah, I closed out my buy yesterday because, like I said, I really struggle to hold my trades. An A plus. Okay, so an A plus setup for me is a trend breakout on a higher time frame. So higher time frame, that's 1 hour and above. But what I want is a retest on the back of that trend line. So again, if you guys can come over to YouTube, you can see what I'm showing you. Like this is like the perfect example. Yesterday we had a downwards trend line that we were in. It retests the back of the trend line. It started to create a counter trend line for you to then, keep your risk very tight. And now very slowly been moving up. Strong mindset. Chris, do you mean like you don't know how to physically take the trade, as in like you don't have a broker, you don't have a prop firm? What do you mean by that? Because if it is, obviously you don't actually, if you're really new to it and you just don't know where to take trades, then you're going to need a prop firm or a broker to be able to take trades. Yes, so I'm passed on my futures account. This is a qualified 100k account on that I've got up on YouTube now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna look on the lower time frames. Again, like I am trying to move away from the 15-minute, but sometimes when it is moving so slow like this, it's good to see what's actually happening on these lower time frames. So it's been really struggling to break these areas here. So I'm going to just mark up an area of resistance. So an area of resistance would be here. Can get rid of this now. So if I was scalping, Nazim, you pass it within 2 days. Why does it have to be passed within 2 days? I'm pretty sure you actually, oh no, that's when you're actually funded, sorry, you have to be trading for 5 days. Show your trade history. Diego, again, I'm live on YouTube, so all of my stuff is up there. I'm not here to prove anything to anyone, especially people who are literally just here to hate on me. Like, it's just crazy that you're even here anyway. Just keep scrolling. Like, it honestly makes me laugh. Like, you come on here to criticize the way that I look, and then you're like, show your trade history. Like, what? Like, you're just tapped. It's just asking I had a future. Oh, Nazim, so for me personally, I just don't have that mindset of like, there's no like time frame, there's no goals, because that's what promotes like emotion. And this is just something that I'm trying to learn to get away from, in all honesty. How much did you start with? So I now trade prop firms. When I used to trade my live accounts, like I only did well when I traded with large amounts. I really, really struggled when I had like £1,000. I do have like a really small account because I basically wanted to use it as a bit of like a savings and just focus on 5% a month. So I've had that for the last 3 months, and this month done more than 5%. But But yeah, it's literally just like a little small savings. Um, but yeah, gold as usual is just playing around. Let's have a look and see what red folder news we have today. Okay, we got non-farmer. Oh wow. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of red folder news today. To be honest, um, I'm not expecting at all, for gold to really do a lot in London session, in all honesty. I think everyone's just kind of apprehensive of what's going to be happening this afternoon. So yeah, I'm a break and retest trader for sure. Does Mo trade your strat? No, he trades something different. I'm pretty sure like it's smart money concepts slash like ICT. So I trade gold USD. Platform I'm currently trading with like my Forex account with Think Capital. Think Capital, they also have their own broker, which is Think Markets, and they've got this like really cool thing where if you have a funded account with them, with Think Capital, you can actually move your profits over into your live account. What strategy works? But no, yeah, exactly. Every strategy technically works for different people, and this is the thing. Like trading is so subjective. There's no real right or wrong about who's like. I hate it when people come at me and they're like, "No, that strategy doesn't work," and this and that, and it's like there's plenty of people. Like I didn't invent this strategy. That I trade. Like I'm not the inventor of that strategy. I literally learned it from someone else and they learned it from someone else. So, technically every strategy works. It just all depends on like how you see the market, and what makes sense to you. But yeah, like what I was looking for was a break above this resistance area here, but it just looks like it's going to start playing around. If it does reject back off this trend line, potential re-entry there. But yeah. So what tax do you have to pay in the UK? So if you're trading live and you're trading on like a spread betting account, then it's actually tax free, because it's not classed as like a type of income. But yeah, if you're getting payouts and stuff from prop firms, then yes, you do have to pay tax. I don't do crypto. I buy crypto, and I just hold it. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it, but I don't really know a lot about crypto in all honesty. Yeah, London session these days, honestly, it's just a bit rubbish. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's a bit rubbish, a bit boring, moving very, very slow. Um, hey, Memphis. Yeah, I have looked at US 30. Yeah, of course. It's so funny when people literally state, "Oh God, yeah, obviously you're either gonna win or lose." Like that's literally just obvious. And the trading industry is very toxic because they make you believe that you need like a 90% win rate when actually, if you have a good risk management strategy, then you only need like to be 50 to 60% profitable. Sorry, 50 to 60% as your win rate to stay profitable. But yeah, I think the main thing for people is the psychology. So the mindset stuff, like this is the things that really hold people back when it comes to trading, and also just not risk managing right because they over risk all the time. How many trades would you typically? For me, in terms of how many trades I take, it's whenever the opportunity arises. I'm really trying to stay away from trying to, take as many trades as I possibly can. That's why I'm moving away from like the 15 minute. But I would say really like max is gonna be like 1 to 2 trades a day, really. Yeah, so right now I've got my futures account up and I'm trading gold. I don't gotta pay tax. So yeah, it's a specific type of account. So if you trade with a spread betting account and like you can trade forex on spread betting, then it's not taxable. How many trades do you take per week and month? Again, it's like people are so structured in the sense of when it comes to trading, like they feel like they have to trade. Like the last couple weeks, I've had a really tough time outside of trading, and in the past, when I've tried to trade through that type of shit, like all that's happened is I've literally just lost money. So now when I'm going through stuff, I just try not to trade. Like last week I literally took like 1 or 2 trades. This week I've not even taken any trades. I've just been like waiting for them to play out. Actually, no, I took a trade yesterday, but that was the only trade that I've taken. One, because it's the end of the month, and again, just previously, the last week of the month for me has always gone very badly. So I just take it really slow. And because I've had a bit of a break from everything, I feel a bit rusty. So I'm just easing my way back in. That's why I'm like, starting doing my streams again to hold myself accountable. But yeah, to be honest, I feel like I want to change my session really to like New York. TRD. So my friend, he has like this platform called the Traders Hub, and he's one of the educators on there. And I basically share my analysis, break down my strategy for people on there. But I don't like give out like signals and stuff because personally, I signals have never worked for me, and it promotes emotion like FOMO, revenge trading, over trading, and for me, it just didn't work. So it doesn't really make sense for me to do signals. I'd rather people trade less than trade more, whereas I feel like sometimes in the signal world, it's all about trading loads. But yeah, if you're 50 to 60% win rate, yes, exactly that M1. Do you trade funded accounts? Yes, I do. I don't even know what spread betting is. I just know that if you use a spread betting account to trade Forex, like you're literally doing exactly the same thing. You literally trade Forex exactly the same. And then it just doesn't get taxed. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Really appreciate you. Love Island After Dark. Thank you. Buy high, sell low. Yeah, I mean, don't follow the trend. I actually trade breakout of the trend lines. So yeah, I don't really trade like the bounce off the trend lines and things like that. Like I personally, the way that I see the market, like I see the breakouts a lot clearer than I see, bouncing off certain areas. Oh, why is this so zoomed in? What's going on? I'm so sorry for you guys on YouTube. I'm like so zoomed in. This is meant to be like an AI webcam, and I've seen stuff like where you're meant to like do actions and it will zoom out, but I don't think it's doing it. Sorry guys, you just got my face like super close up. That's great. Okay. Again, gold is just doing nothing, but I've like broken down what I'm looking at. I gave you an example of the trade that we were in yesterday. That would have hit first TP. Just be break even right now. How many times have you paid out on Alpha Futures? So I'm quite new to futures, to be honest. It's been like a couple months. I've had 2 payouts from them. Joe, I don't use order blocks. just trade breakouts, price action. I trade certain candlestick patterns. But yeah, nothing too crazy. I've been trading on and off for a long time. Like, I've been in and out of this industry for a really, really long time. You had two payouts from the same account. Yes. But at the moment, I'm not doing too good. I'm in drawdown by like 3K. So on my YouTube, that's the account that I've got up right now. I've not been trading properly for the last couple of weeks because I've just been having to deal with a lot of stuff outside of trading. So now I'm kind of getting back into it, and yeah, I'm hoping to get this account back up, and then take payouts for next month. Okay, so we're kind of edging towards this resistance line, guys. I would be potentially looking for a breakout, but volume is just looking really slow. And this whole area, so like when this first started, you would have had your breakout there, didn't really break out. New breakout, had it there. It's just weird. That's the breakout area now. Let me just zoom in, make sure I can actually. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys when you show support. Like, it is quite tough coming and like, exposing and just sharing everything with you guys, because there's just so much hate out there. But I personally just want to share my experience. When I used to do this before, it used to really hold me accountable. And obviously, when I'm on live, when I've actually got the charts up, like, I'm not going to be as tempted just to do really crazy stuff. So, I've told you guys what I'm looking for, and we're just gonna have to wait and chat until I get what it is that I'm looking for. I think my battery is going to die soon though, guys. So, I'm going to see how this candle closes. If we get a breakout, then I'm going to see if it gives me what I want to see. Potentially take the trades. But if it just breaks back in, then to be honest, I think that gold is literally just going to go up and down. So I still got the Discord, but we're just not really that active in there, to be honest. I've been like, yeah, just trying to figure a load of stuff out, like the whole building of the community and doing things so publicly was so new for me. And like I said, I got so much hate for just trying to create a community and help people by just being honest. So I found it really hard. So then I kind of like just didn't I was not ready to join yet, still on baby pips. Okay. Weirdly enough, Memphis Rocker. I can't even remember where I heard it. I think it was on one of a trading podcasts from like one of these traders who's like a verified trader, and he was basically said, "Oh, okay. Sorry, I just don't know the names on like TikTok and things. Is it Gary? I want to say unknown. You talk too much. Just I don't know why people just don't keep just keep scrolling, guys. If you don't want to hear me talk, like, what else am I meant to do on a live stream? Like, just sit here in silence? Do you just want me to be like? So weird. You people are weird. Just keep scrolling. Oh my God. So odd. Thank you, Arthur. But yeah, so Gary, sorry, I didn't realise that obviously it was you, because I know you by your actual name. But yeah, so I was listening to someone called Tom Hogard, and he is he's someone that I massively look up to. Guys, if you want a really good trading book, please read or listen to The Best Loser Wins. And you know, the statistics in trading is that like 90% of people lose money. Baby Pips is really good for the basic information. It's really good for basic information, but it was created by actually some institutions. And as much as, you know, it'd be nice for us to all win, the way that trading works is that when you win, someone else loses. So they actually need quite a lot of people to lose. So just bear that in mind, that sometimes when it comes to trading, you've got to try and be like what other people, like what others aren't doing, basically. Um, and that's why I try not to listen to too much. Oh, so weird. Some people are literally so weird. Everything on YouTube, why lie? What do you mean, Nazim? On prop firm, no one's losing though. I don't get what you mean. Yeah, exactly that, Arthur. Like I wanted to, mate, unknown. I'm just gonna fucking block you because you are just so annoying. Sorry, I will just tell people how it is. Like, I just don't have time for it. Like, if you don't want to be here, just don't be here. But yes, it's really good to learn the terminology. But I've worked with, I get to speak to so many people in trading now. Lisa, oh, finally, a lady. I just get so much hate from men. It's just so much fun. Um, Thank you so much, Lisa. But yeah, please, guys, if I can give you any bit of advice, please watch, no, listen or read The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hogard. He's like some guy like in his 50s. He's been trading for a long time. He's traded institutions. He's traded trading floors. He's traded, yeah, he is a verified trader. And if you listen to what he says, it's like you have to understand that to be successful in trading, you have to actually do not the same thing as what 90% of the people who are losing do. Lisa, oh, it's so good to connect with another female trader, honestly. I'm actually live on YouTube. I'm hoping to build up a bit of a YouTube community because obviously I get a lot of just random people on TikTok, whereas hopefully if you guys come over to YouTube, then I know you guys are a bit more serious. Really sorry though, because YouTube right now, we've got a really zoomed in image of my face, but that's where I'll have like my charts up and everything, so then you'll be able to see, if an opportunity presents itself, which looks like it could potentially do now if we can break above. But to be honest, we have so much red folder news coming up that the markets are just making me nervous today. It is so worth it long term. Really is. Thank you, Pandora. It's not about the moment, it's you versus you. Yeah, exactly that. It's all about your mindset. What's this? Because I've heard some bullshit, don't even pay. Yeah. So I personally trade with Think Capital. And I have a futures account with Alpha Futures. Skip the day, there is always another day to trade. Exactly, Arthur. Yeah. Definitely be careful. Definitely be careful. With, just trading prop firms that maybe are really cheap, or, you see an ad and it's like just looking too good to be true. Like, just be really careful. Kind of go for the verified ones. But yeah, to be honest, like gold is just not looking nice. The last trade that showed itself was like yesterday morning. So just a quick rundown for you guys here on YouTube if you have just come over. This would have been the play. We got a trend line breakout here. We got a retest on the back of the trend line. We then actually started to create a counter trend line, which gives you basically, a safety point, a safety line. So what I mean by a safety line is the second that we break outside of our safety line, that's when we know, okay, we're just going to exit the trade. It could be a fake out. It's just not gone our way. First TP's hit. When the first TP's hit, that's where we go break even. So right now we're just break even and gold's just doing its thing. Apart from that, all we can do is wait for a trendline breakout or a support and resistance breakout. And that's what I was waiting for this morning, a support and resistance breakout, which it could look like it is doing right now. But what it just, every time it looks like it's going to break out, it just drops back into the zone. So I'm not feeling that hopeful because, like I said, we've got so much red folder news later, like all throughout the day. So I just feel like gold right now is probably just going to consolidate and not do anything until this afternoon. Thank you so much for the follows, those guys. Really, really do appreciate it. The thing I'm thinking is prop firms, won't it take long to see some proper gains? What do you mean? Because if you have like, a 50k account, a 100k account, like you're going to see profit straight away. Obviously, you're going to have to pass the accounts first, but yeah, I'm a bit confused. I do have multiple accounts. Yeah, I'm a bit confused as well, Nazim. But yeah, I'm going to wait 10 more minutes for this candle to close. If it doesn't close outside of this resistance line, then I'm just going to wait until the afternoon. Sorry guys, I was just reading one of my messages that just come through. Yeah, too much news. This week, again, if you're a new trader, something that I would recommend that you do is really journal. Journal everything. Journal, like, summarize your weeks. Really take into consideration journaling because you learn so much about yourself when you do this. And I have always found that the last week of the month has always just been quite a hard month for me. No, not a month. Sorry, really hard week for me. So I know now that we take it really easy on the last week of the month, and there's just so much red folder news. Barry MD, no, I'm not. So funny. People just think they got it all. They just think they know everything. No, I mean like 10% on a 50k funded is only 5k. That's not much, to be honest. Do you like? Okay, I'm just gonna take a breather. So okay, if you don't think 5k is a lot, then why don't you trade with like a 200k? Barry MD. You've literally just come on the live. Like you have no idea what we're talking about. All I've said is like I'm just sharing my journey. I'm not selling, I'm literally not selling anything. All I've ever wanted to do is share my journey with people and connect with nice people, not idiots and horrible people. But yeah, if anyone was actually doing well in life, they just wouldn't feel the need to comment nasty things. Yeah, exactly that, Lisa. Like, a lot of the time, like, I know the best thing is just to ignore them because they're just weird, sad little people that are so irrelevant. But I'm not making any statements. I really don't give a shit about you. I really don't. All I'm doing is sharing my journey. Um, no one cares. No one actually cares who you are. Um, yeah, like all I'm doing is sharing my journey. That's it. Like, there's nothing to buy here, guys. Literally just trying to build a community, and be around like-minded people because I know some of you guys, if you're a new trader and whatever, when you start trading, like, it's so good to be able to talk to people about trading. Um, but yeah, exactly that, Lisa. Like, honestly, like, I know quite a lot of good traders through Alpha, through other prop firms and things. Um, it's just madness to think like it's okay to try and bring someone else down and think that's normal behavior. You obviously have just nothing else to do. Okay. So weird. Honestly, it's actually so crazy. Like, I mean, all week, because I've only just come back to streaming, like the views have been low. Like today's been like the first time it's kind of like where everyone's been jumping back on, and this is the side of it that I just haven't missed. But what am I scamming here? Like, it's just so irrelevant if I'm not selling anything. You absolute weirdo. Like, it's so weird. What is it I'm scamming? I'm sharing my journey. I'm not saying follow me, copy me. I've not said that once. Like, it's so weird. Like, why can I not just have a social media page showing the fact that I'm just sharing my trading journey? Like, it's so odd. Like, honestly. Uh, oh wow. Oh wow. It's been an interesting one today, guys. I'm not sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Not talking. Oh my God. Yeah. You are absolutely ridiculous. Just move on with your sad little life. Like, all you can actually do is laugh. Like, all you can actually do is laugh. Hi, Carlos. Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Like, why are you here? If you hate me so much, why the fuck are you here? Oh my God. This has been so much fun, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna have to call it a day. It's been a lot. I've got to regroup myself for tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna start trying to do streams more for like New York because it's been so slow. It's been boring as hell. Like, just honestly, we've had like literally no movement whatsoever in London. So there was nothing for me to take. All I could do was like, just show you guys what I took yesterday and just break down, how I look at the market. But yeah, um, thank you so much for showing up, guys. All the love and the hate, all great stuff. You have kept me entertained. Um, but I am going to love and leave you. Please trade safely today. Turkish. It's so funny. Now you want to be racist. I'm not even Turkish. Oh my God, it's so weird. All right, guys. Have a really, really good day. Please subscribe to the YouTube. It's just Doey Trades. That's where I'll like stream my charts and everything. But yeah, it was. Yeah, Lisa, definitely, definitely. We will connect. All right, guys. See you later. I know, Leek, I'm sorry. I've literally been on for like an hour and now just arguing with random irrelevant people. So yeah. I'll speak to you guys soon. See you later. Bye. Okay, guys, on YouTube, honestly, I don't know why we are so zoomed in right now. Um, but thank you for jumping on. It's been a bit eventful thanks to TikTok. But yeah, I hope to see you all here again soon. We'll be doing this daily, well, as much as I can daily anyway, unless stuff comes up.